Hey everybody, this is going to be sort of a stream of consciousness type video. We're going to have a look around everything. We're going to scribble on the charts, draw some lines. I'm going to drink my coffee, so you're going to hear me slurping away. And yeah, let's see what we get. First order of business is to update my blue lines. I have my blue lines, tells me when the open and close was, or the level of the open and close at the previous trading day. I was going to do this before I started, but I thought I might have something to say as we go. So this is going to be quite long and quite boring. You can have it on in the background while you... I'm not going to finish that sentence. Right, okay, here we go. Friday. I already did the UK, so... oh, what happened here then? It's been going down. Let's have a look on the daily as well. Why not? Let's have a look round. So we've got this line here. Look, we had these lower highs, and then we've had a breakout back in October last year, and now we're back above the 200 daily moving average. Some of you may see here, look, my simple moving average, I've got it set to 175. Well, for some reason on TradingView, that seems to give you the 200-day moving average. So goodness knows how I've managed to mess that up. But whatever, it is showing the 200 moving average, or very close to. And I'm not that precious about it. I just like to know the vague level. So, yeah, so we're above the 200-day moving average. 4 hours, we're above the 200 moving average on the 4 hours. We are below it on the 1 hour. Interesting. Let's do all that again. Let's pay attention to our moving average. What is it? Convergence, divergence. The MACD, the golden arches on the daily getting some red impressions, but still in positive momentum. So yeah, I mean, we're having this pullback at the start of the year, aren't we? Could it go further? Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with inflation and everything. I mean, bit of a wobble in the States. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, looking around shops and everything, buying my chicken nuggets and all that, prices are still going up, everybody. Prices are still going up. I've seen a quick, what would it be? 25 pence bump. Just come out of nowhere. Costa Coffee, buying my coffees, still getting more expensive. Large latte at my local is £4.15 now. It's actually sort of priced me out because I mean, £4.15 for a milk with some milk with a few espresso shots. Oh, it's all getting a bit much. So yeah, inflation, as far as in my experience in the UK, it's still on the rise, which means we're going to see equities going up. Oh, it could mean we see them coming down. I should explain that. So obviously, if we're inflating, it means the money is worth less. Like a pound is worth less. So a company that is valued at, I don't know, £1 billion, maybe that valuation is now wrong, and it should be like 1.1 billion or 1.3 billion or something. So from that perspective, that's why equities should rise. Of course, the equities will fall because if inflation is still coming up, it means the central bank are going to raise their rates to try and control things, and that's going to lead to all sorts of issues with debt repayments. It depends on how much debt companies have and people have, but that's why markets go down when rates rise, right? But if rates don't rise, and they've not been rising, well, clearly, if inflation is still rampant, rates haven't gone up enough. So, bloody hell, I can't remember how I started that sentence. Whatever, you know what I mean. If you can't get the basic gist of it from that, then you. Right, next one. Let's have a slurp of coffee. Oh wait, let's make a prediction. I predict this is not financial advice, I should say. Oh crikey! I mean, I think we're going up. Call me a fucking idiot if you want. I think we're going up. So, yeah, I think we're heading up here. At least. That's only 20 points away. Let's see, 4 hours. You see, we've kind of bounced off the line. We've got to obey the line. We'll see. I mean, we've got this descending sort of pattern here. Can I draw on this? Can I draw? What happens if I do this? Hey! Oh, wow, it kind of snaps to the H-light data. That's nice. We're sort of rolling over. Let's see. I still, you know what? I'm still sticking with it. I think we're going up. Can I delete that now or what? How do I do that? Oh, bugger. How do I delete it? I don't want that on my chart. I have to do this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, no, now I've put all these dots everywhere. Oh, no, I will fix it now, because otherwise I'll forget, and then it will annoy me next week when I have a click round. I'll be wondering why there's dots all over my bloody chart. Come on. Where you go. Yes, so UK, I think we'll see it keep going up. But we'll have to break that that sort of sloping line of resistance. So we will see. As ever, you know, it could come up, could come down. That's trading, isn't it? Right, next one, Spain. First order of business is... Oh, did I already do it? No, I didn't. We've got to draw our lines on for the open and close. Now, I always draw the open on 8 o'clock. I realise some of these European markets don't necessarily open at 8, but as London opens at 8 and closes at 4:30, that is when the bulk of the trading takes place. Start of the... Yeah, there we go, start of that candle. Right, so Spain coming up a bit. Spain was on a bit of a run. Look at this. So we're still very much sort of looking bullish here on Spain, aren't we? Look at that. Crikey Moses. Yeah, just peaking lower and lower. We're getting lower lows. We're getting lower highs. But I would still say that looks like a bull flag to me. So Spain, yeah, expecting it to go up. France, wait, let's just put that back on 10 minutes. I don't really trade the Spanish market, the IBEX, so I've not got much more to say about that. I don't really know much about the situation in Spain in terms of inflation. Hey, Spain CPI came out last week, didn't it? I think I recall seeing it. Can I do last week on this? Nah, doesn't matter anyway. Right. Well, it doesn't matter to me. France, the CAC 40. Right, let's draw these lines on. Again, as I said on the previous chart, I draw them at the London hours. Is that a red candle? I can't see. Let's zoom in a bit. Is that R4? Yeah, start with that one. Right, and then 8 o'clock. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. This is a bit boring, isn't it? I might not do this next week. Well, I mean, I'll be doing it anyway. Maybe I will do it, because I'll be doing it anyway. 10 past 8, 8 o'clock. Boom. Right. What do we have on Friday then? France coming up a bit. That's not looking that bad, is it? What are we talking about? Okay, so similar to Spain. Look, France went on this big run up, but France has now broken out lower. We're still kind of in the range though. I mean, I wouldn't say that's... we're still above the 200 moving average on the daily. Look, let's see, 4 hours. Here we go, obey the line. 4 hours coming up. Thinking about it, isn't it? Thinking about that break lower. So we'll have to wait and see. We've got kind of this. Oh, you know what? Let's draw a bloody line on. Who doesn't love drawing lines? I absolutely adore it. Look at that. I should change the... Oh, okay, I'm not messing around with colours. Right. That'll do me. I don't like going crazy with these lines. I just like drawing them on when I see something. Look at that. Came down. Found some support. Boom. Broke out lower. Now it's resistance. Love stuff like that. Right. Germany. The DAX. Oh, clicking around everywhere. Right. Here we go. Let's fix the raise. 4:30. Zoom in. Where is it? to 16.30. Everyone boiled off a bit, look, in the immediate aftermath of the close. That was I think all the ones I've looked at so far. Germany's been on a run as well. Germany's economy's not that bad, eh? Lots of nice wooded areas that they can chop down in Germany, turn into factories, if they should wish to do that. Right, okay. How do I feel about this one then? Germany. Let's have a look. Why haven't I got a MACD? Did I have MACDs on the others? Have I accidentally clicked out of it? Look at these bloody dots everywhere now. Right, how do I add a MACD back in? Average directional Duncan channels. Don't want any of that. MACD. Yes, it's back. Don't know how. Oh, now I've got two of them. Fucking hell. Delete pane. Right. Okay. Oh, what an adventure. Right, back to Germany then. The DAX. Let's have a look. Daily. Miles above the 200 daily moving average. Absolutely miles above it. Still in positive momentum, look. And with sort of starting to shrink red candles. So we could be taking off again. What's the max time frame here on this? It's 12 months. How far back do we go? Only to 2014 on the DAX. So there you go. We are teasing these all-time highs. All-time high is, according to this, excuse me, about 17k. Currently at 16.7. So not a million miles away. Maybe we'll come back up and retest that. Not boned up on German inflation. Don't really understand how all these different countries using the euro can have different inflation rates. Well, I mean, I do understand that prices can rise differently in different areas based on all kinds of factors. But I mean, like, a euro is a euro, right? How can it really be that different anywhere? Anyway, that's just me being an ignorant pig and not really giving a shit about it. So, yeah, Germany, the DAX, looks to be on the rise. But you never know, could always come back down. Right, here we go then. The big caps, Dow Jones. Let's sort this out. So New York hours are 2:30 in the afternoon, wherever that is. Where are we? 2:30 there. Zoom in. 2:30. Thank you. Right, okay, and this one. Oh, it annoys me that I can only grab these from the beginning of them. Right, 2:30 until 8:50. That is 2050 in Newspeak. 2050. There it is. Start the candle. Right. Okay. So Dow Jones coming down yesterday. We're sort of forming. We've got these regular. Oh, I'm tempted to draw some lines. I'm itching my skin, thinking about drawing lines. Look at these beautiful lines we can draw. We're not gonna. Oh, we might draw one there actually. Look at that. Let's have a look on the daily. Yeah, we are not. Let's not draw any more lines here. So we've had this pop. Look, and we're sort of grinding higher. We're not getting the higher highs yet, but we are getting the higher lows. So oh, you'd have to say that's bullish. But you never know. Isn't one of these ding dongs speaking soonish? Monday, obviously, MLK Day, so no action on Monday for the NYSE. I thought one of them was. Wait a minute. I also look at this other one. Wait a second. Let's look on this FX Street one. I like this one as well. Next week. Ooh, don't like going on it because there's adverts all over it. Right, okay. Monday. Oh, look at this. You see this information in on that other one, is it? Has it got the right move? Oh, how about that? So this is a good reason to be checking all sorts of eco calendars, everyone, because you never know what's missing. So we've got the right move house price index for January, month on month and year on year, coming out on Monday. This does often move the FTSE. Excuse me. I'm not ill. I'm just tired. I cough when I'm tired. Monday. So yeah, that might move something. You never know. What we got here? We got some price index information coming out in Germany. We've got all sorts of stuff here. Wholesales, blah blah blah. Monday. You know what? I'm working on Monday anyway. I mean, I'm doing my normal job on Monday, so I don't give a shit. Tuesday again. I won't be trading on Tuesday unless I see something really tasty. We got some red important information on Tuesday, but we're not talking news at the moment, and we're talking US. So let's stay on topic. Are you still here? Who knows? I'll still be here. I'll watch this back. I like hearing the sound of my own voice, and I like calling out my own bullshit to myself so that I don't lose my fucking money. Right, here we go. S&P, Standard & Poor's. Is that what it stands for? Can't remember. Let's draw the open and close raise. Horizontal raise. I like that. Right, here we go. Closes at 2050. Not there, but there. Oh no, sorry. Should be the end of that candle, doesn't it? Because it closes at 9 o'clock. Whoopsie daisy. I'll have to check that on the Dow Jones. Oh, I think I messed some of those other ones up. Bugger, now I'm going to have to go back through all of it. Right, let's do that now. 2:30. This is why I don't. This is why I haven't done YouTube videos up till now. Because no, the start of that candle, you dipstick. I do talk some shit, and I'm not sure I want everyone to see me talking shit. Well, you're not seeing me, so that's how I got around that one. Yeah, you see, this should be down here. So actually, FTSE closed flattish. See, and this one, look, because it's a red candle at the... Oh no, I was right on those ones. I was right on those ones, because this is the 4:30 candles. It closes at 4:30 at the start of that candle. Whew. Good lord. Right, okay, anyway, here we go. That's that done. Right, 500. Let's see what we think. Oh, Dow Jones. I didn't really look around the Dow Jones yet. I don't trade Dow Jones. I just have it there so I can see what's happening in the large caps. Yeah, grinding higher. Positive momentum, red impressions. Same old story in it. Yeah, still above. 1 hour. Look at this. On the 200 moving average for the 1 hour. Flirting with staying below it. But for now, no. S&P on the daily. 200 moving average is miles away. Look at this. MACD, I can't think of the word, lessening red impressions, lessening redness, lessening bearish momentum, who knows. We're still in bullish momentum, but with lessening red impressions. As I understand it, the lineys, if they're above 0, we're bullish, and if they're below 0, we're bearish, according to the lines. And we obey the lines mostly, unless they're really obviously full of fluff and doing the wrong thing, or showing a completely different thing. Sometimes markets turn around, you know. Right. Anyway, 500. Yeah, came down a bit on Friday. Last week, yeah, we were broadly coming up. Look, we're above this 10-minute 200 moving average line. I do mostly tend to trade on these 10-minute charts. It's just how I do it. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because if I trade on any other time frames, I'm either like itching to enter, itching to exit, or you know, just in general, losing too much money on other time frames. So 10 minutes is the one for me. Now here we go. Russell 2000. Oh, I didn't change these on the other day. Look, because I was at work and I was looking at golds the other day. Right, here we go then. Friday, 2:30. Now the Russell 2000, I do quite looking at this because it's like the sensible one, where it's not like always just going up and up and up and up like mad. It's actually seems to. where are we going? It actually seems to do something like that I would consider correct. Like a correct reaction. It doesn't tend to do like mad stuff where I'm like scratching my head. Right, 2:30. Start that candle. Yeah, that's right. Right, anyway, let's have a look then. So this one, we have come above the 200 daily moving average now, look, but not until the end of December. Been flirting with it for a while, and it has now broken. I am going to draw a line here, look, let's draw a line here. We've had a few attempts at this, haven't we? At 2000 for the Russell, 2000. How do I actually look at this? 2001, 1999. I want to draw it at 2000. Let's just put it there. It doesn't really matter to me where it goes, as long as I can see it. So you see, again, we tried it. Can I move it down now? Oh, here we go. 2000.4, that'll do. Oh no, that's going to annoy me. Can I change it? How do I do this? I've just changed, obviously, quite obviously, I've just started using TradingView instead of using my brokers like built-in. Here we go, this is what I want. 2000, go. Much better. Right, anyway, what are we on? This is 4 hours, back on the daily. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't look like it's going up to me. I know, look, we've come up, we've sort of we've been grinding high, we've come up with 2000, and now we've broken back below it. And if we look at these bars here, look, it's tried it a couple of times, tried to come higher, tried to come back up to 2000, and it's not happened. So I don't see Russell 2000 coming up very much higher than this for the, well, in the short term. So get ready for it to blast off on Tuesday. Right, where are we now? Should I stop this now and start another one? In my my computer's just the fan has just kicked on. Right, anyway, on we go. Let's just keep going until it burns the fucking house down. Nasdaq. Draw my raise. You know the system by now. I hope you lot don't start making more money than me. Just doing exactly what I'm doing. Well, it won't piss me off. I'd be happy for you, because I don't really care about money. I just care about time. I want more time. What am I doing? Have I done that wrong? We need 2:30. All the way up here. Look at that. Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq's a real head scratcher for me. Every time it blasts off, I'm just like, why is it doing that? I don't get it. Like this, the whole AI bubble that the Nasdaq sort of got going on. I just don't get it. Like, I'm sure it's useful for someone, but I mean, it could probably do what I'm doing now on the screen, couldn't it? Wait, let me just check something on my telephone. I'm not going to edit this out because I can't be asked with that. I'm not going to watch all this. I'll just chop this little bit out. Let's just have a quick look at something here that's not related to all the shit that I'm talking. Right, okay, cool. Right, I'm back in the room. Where are we? Off to 8:50, close of. Yeah, okay, right, now we're talking. So, Nasdaq. Oh, look at that. The Nasdaq actually came down during the market, but we're still heading up high, you know, because of all the out of hours action with the news drops and the blah, blah, blah. Oh, good lord. Sorry. How pro is that? You're enjoying my videos. Super pro. Okay. Oh, look at this. I'm going to draw a line there, look. How do I do that? Let's draw a line. Love drawing lines. So, yeah. Predictions for the Nasdaq then. Oh, that's the 10-minute chart though. I don't tend to draw lines on the 10-minute chart, but I'll let it slide this time. No, I won't. I've changed my mind. Oh, you can still see it on the hour chart. That's all right then. I don't like drawing stuff on the smaller time frames. You start drawing these lines on, you just end up with a million fucking lines. I mean, you've all seen it. Some of these like trading gurus on YouTube. So many lines, you know. I mean, I love lines. I obey the line. But I mean, if there's so many lines, which line do you obey? Okay. Yeah, Nasdaq's coming up in it. So I would expect. Who knows? Who knows? I don't like. I just wait for it to do something, and then like just try and eat the crumbs. That should be rule number 2. Eat the crumbs. Right. Anyway. Yeah. Rule number 2 is ignore the line. Rule number 1: obey the line. Rule number 2: ignore the line. Rule number 3: eat the crumbs. Right. These are the ones I just have on here for a bit of a laugh. I just have a glance at them. I don't draw anything on them or anything. Just to see what's going on. China, look at that. Coming down. Hong Kong. Coming down. Yeah, maybe these were kind of in a bubble before. I don't know. I know they had like a real estate bubble or something. Is that why it's all got... What happened here? COVID fun, and then boosh. Got... Who knows? Hong Kong getting... Japan. We know why this is happening. I mean, look at this. It's because the yen is like toilet paper, dude. Dudes and dudettes. No, dude's universal. It's just going to go up and up. I mean, it upsets me because the the poor Japanese people. I doubt they're getting rises in line with how much the currency is being inflated. Maybe they don't even know. I mean, if I lived in Japan and was getting paid in yen, every time I got paid, it would literally, every single time, like minutes afterwards, I would be converting it into like dollars, or I mean, dollars not that much better, to be honest. Maybe like Swiss francs or something. Yeah, it would be coming straight out of yen. It's like living in Argentina, but without the outrage. Bitcoin is coming down. What we had today, then. I do like to look at Bitcoin. We've been down to 42.40. So as I said yesterday, I think it's coming down to 40,000 before long. Is it going to go further than that? Who knows? Scroll out a bit. Yeah, I think we're going to be heading back down here for 40,000 just to retest it, and then if it breaks that, down to 35,000, and then if it breaks that, we could go all the way down here to like 26k. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be a buyer at 26k. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, if we come down here, if we break this line, this is. Oh wait, let me draw a box on. Let me draw a box on. How do I do that? I'm sure I can draw a bloody box. Is it this? Just want to draw a box. How do I do that? Is it on here? Regression trend, blah blah blah. Oh, I know it's on here because I drew a box the other day when I was looking at something. Don't want a Gann box. Oh, Gann theory. If you want to get to sleep, watch some videos on Gann theory. Good lord, it's like these Elliott wave theorists and whatever, and it's just like it's so vague, and it's so vague. You could literally like it can never be wrong. What's this? Date and price range? No, it can never be wrong because they always draw it so that it's right. But if you told like someone who didn't understand anything about financial markets, if you told them how to do it, they would just say that you can't do it. Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this. A, B, C, D, E. Right? So then this is A, B, C, D. But then E's come down this time. And then A. What would this be? Would this be A, B, C, D? This time E went up. It's like... Maybe it's just me being a fucking idiot and not understanding how it works. Now, why was I going to draw a box? Oh, yeah. Box. Here we go. Box. I think I would buy Bitcoin. I do have a bit of Bitcoin, but I don't have much. I'm never getting rich off my Bitcoin holdings. Let's see. I mean, certainly. I mean, look at this. this is like the jizz zone. If you bought down here, you live in the life now. So this is under 25k. I would be a buyer in Bitcoin, and yeah. Look at this. Let's draw a line. Let's draw a line. Horizontal line. Oh no, I want let's do a ray so I can see where I like doing these rays. Right, boom, look at that. 16k. Who'd have thought that would have been the stopping point? Me. Because I can tell you that on my actual broker, I drew that on there. My broker doesn't integrate with TradingView, so I'm thinking of changing to this Pepperstone one. So if you've got any opinions on them, then let me know. They seem legit enough. I need to see if I can find some financials or something, because you know, it's a big deal to trust your money to these people. These people. Right, Brent, what's happening? Everyone on the news last night was freaking out about the price of oil and all the aggression in the Red Sea by the these crazy people who just hate everything. It's just a world of hate. Like, we're going to blow the boats up because blah blah blah. Like, yeah, whatever, guys. Just don't do that, please. So oil, they were freaking out about the price of oil. I don't know what they were talking about, because I was watching the chart yesterday and I was like, yeah, oil, it's kind of, we're getting some higher lows. I mean, it was higher back at the end of December than it is now, so whatever. I mean, if the prices start coming up at the pumps in here in England, I will not be happy. I mean, nobody's happy when that happens anyway, but you know, people will see the news and think, oh, the price of oil is going crazy. When it's not. It's just not. It's just not. And they will put the prices up preemptively, anticipating a big price rise in oil. But that price rise may well come, but it will come. It's not going to go crazy like tomorrow or something, you know. Bloody petrol stations. Oh, they got told off. I don't know if you're not in the UK. We have these people here, and if they find out that something like that is being priced unfairly, or there's like profiteering, they'll go and wave their magic wand and make them stop it. So that's quite nice. It did take them a long time though, like a long time. Prices here were above like £1.50. I don't know what that is in other countries, but it's fucking expensive. I'm gonna have a lot of bleeps to do on this video, aren't I? Right, here we go then. This is the fun bit. This is what we're all about here. What have I called my channel again? Forex Universe. FU. Right, okay, here we go. The dollar index. Let's look at these on the daily. I don't draw lines on these indexes. They're just here for a laugh. Just for something to look at. So, dollar index, look at that. Flirted back in end of December here, 27th, flirted with the 100 range between 100 and 101. Found some support and came back up, but you'd have to say it's sort of zigzagging. Very wide consolidation. We kind of broke out higher here, look, back in October. Now we've come back down. You'd have to say that if equities are still going to keep rising, it looks like they will for the foreseeable until like Jay Powell or somebody comes out and scares the shit out of everyone. You're going to think they'll keep rising, and if equities keep rising, that will bring the value of the dollar down, because the companies, inversely to what I said earlier, the companies will be worth the same, but there will be less money in the economy, or more money. Oh, fucking hell. Let me think about this for a second. The company will be worth the same, and equities go up because of inflation, because they print the money, and right, and it's the same company, but the money's worth less. Right, there we go. Crikey. Here we go. Euro flattish, not really moving, sort of grinding higher. We're still getting some kind of higher lows with a few shocks here. We got a higher high in the end of November up to 160, 106. Why is this indexed out of 1,000? Did it start at 1,000? When did it even start? It got a little dinosaur picture there. This is the very beginning. We were always focused. Okay, whatever. Goodness knows when it actually started. I mean, that's only in 2020, look. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a Euro index. I mean, it makes perfect sense that there should be. And we've got a yen index here. Look at this. Look at the state of this. Yen coming down. This is why I'm so bearish on the yen. You know, I mean, look at this. It's just down and down and down. Even when it looks like it's not coming down, it will go boom, still coming down. You know. So we have popped up lately. And the yen was strong yesterday. I kind of popped up by betting against yen. If I'd have bet against anything else, I would have done better. But you know me, I'm anti-yen. I am anti-yen. Australian dollar index. Look at this. It's popped up. Now it's coming back down. The Swiss index. Swiss franc, not very strong the last couple of days. But as you can see here, in general, it is coming up. Right, here we go then. Now we can start drawing some fucking lines. We've got a few lines here. Let's see. Let me show you how I do it. Everyone's going to have their own methods. So if I go on here, as you can see, the data here goes back to 2011. We did have pounds before 2011, as I recall. But that's what we got. So, I mean, this will give you the like big moves lately. So you've got the 2014, we got this top. This is roughly when they said, yeah, we're going to have the Brexit vote, blah, blah, blah. And then 2016, that's when we had the Brexit vote. And then this is where that Kwasi Kwarteng guy, is it? Oh, no. When did we hit the bottom? Is it when he fucked it up? Was that last year or the year before? Bloody hell. I've got a mind like a sieve. I traded that. Whoa, how the fuck did I do that? Oh, bugger. Have I? Right, okay, I'm back now. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Right, here we go then, on the monthly chart. Yeah, I think it was then. Where we went almost to parity with the dollar. Right, here we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. So I like the big lines on the important top and bottom. I then do these dotted lines on like the interior shuffling, and then I'll do the smaller dotted lines on the interior shuffling of the interior shuffling. Interior shuffling is a technical term which I've invented, and you are all so welcome to use it. So we are right now. We are testing the bottom of the interior shuffling line. Are we going to break it? I mean, what was happening with the dollar again? Let's have a look. The dollar, it's been weak lately. It has been weak lately. The pound has also been really weak lately. At the end of last year, so many like news sites and financial journalists were like, yeah, the pound's coming down. 2024, you know, it's all gonna go to, and look at it so far. It's kind of been bullish. So we'll see what happens. We're above the 200 line on the 4-hour moving average. We're testing the interior shuffling line, the lower interior shuffling line. And if we break that interior shuffling line convincingly, look at that, we could head up to 133. How about that? And then you can all go on holiday to the Grand Canyon. Dollar yen. Lines. I see some lines here that I want to delete. Rule number 4. Delete the lines. Let's have a look. Is it an important line? Is it there? Is that why I drew it? I'm going to delete that line. See you later. Right, okay. Let's have a look then. Dollar yen. Daily, monthly. what have we got here? So this fib retracement, it only goes back to 2000 here on this Pepperstone chart on TradingView. If you look at like a more complete chart, you'll see that back in like 1990, the yen was or the dollar was bought 160 yen, which is why I've got the top of my fib retracement here. It was 1598.60, and then it went on this big rundown, like just steadily gaining strength. The yen was steadily gaining strength until about 95, I think it was, where the dollar only bought 80.645 yen, which is why I've got that down there, even though it did eventually go lower in 2011. I think it went lower in the 90s as well. I can't remember, but that to me is the significant move. 1598.60 down to 80.645. So that is where I have my Fibonacci retracement set. Let's have a look on the days. Daily, the dollar is coming up versus the yen. We are now back. This zooming thing is not good. We are now back above the 200 daily moving average. Are we going to hold it? We tested it, sort of thought about breaking it yesterday. So we'll see next week. 4 hours. This looks like it's coming up to me. Look at this. We're getting some higher lows and we're getting some higher highs. So we'll see what happens here. If it carries on up and makes a higher high, we've got to kind of break this. Look, we've got a sort of almost a double toppy kind of thingy. Tempted to draw a line there. If it breaks that, then I think we've got to look at getting long on the dollar versus the yen. But I mean, you know me, I am anti-yen. So, well, you don't know me. I've only made like 3 videos. But I'm telling you, I'll set my stall out. I don't think the yen is going anywhere other than 0 in terms of value. Euro, US dollar. Let's see what's been happening here lately. Monthly. You see, I have to scroll around like this every time. It drives me mad. Right. Let's see. Again, we are trying to get above this lower interior shuffling line. I'm sure there's a proper technical term for what you would call that. But we're sort of shuffling around like near it, look. We tried to break it. We came above it a little bit, but traders said no. So back from October, looks still gaining strength, just with the dollar coming down, really. Not for anything else, any other reason. Is there anything else to say on the euro? Don't tend to trade the euro dollar, to be honest, because it's not one that I've ever been able to make much money on. Sorry for yawning so much, but actually, sorry, not sorry. Don't care. I'll yawn if I want to. It's my channel. Aussie dollar. Ugh. What have we got here? Let's not look at the monthly one now. Oh, look at that line. What's that all about? What is that all about? Have I drawn this on the daily chart? There. Where have I drawn that? 4 hour chart. Oh, I think I drew that. Or maybe I drew it there, around that time. Somewhere around there. I must have drawn it recently. I don't know. Do I keep that line? We have been obeying the line. If ever a line is being obeyed, I'm always inclined to keep it. Look at that. So I guess I drew it like there, because that's somewhere around there. And we have kind of been obeying the line. So if the line is obeyed, let's keep it in. Anyway, what do I fancy for that one? Aussie dollar. I mean, in general, what did I say? I probably said like the opposite thing already, like 3 times or something. And I don't care, because that's just who I am. I'm a very changeable person when it comes to foreign exchange. See, looking at that now, you'd have to say it was bearish. But could come back up to this line. Who knows? Who knows? I don't do these long-term predictions. So as far as I'm concerned, all currencies are rubbish. Oh, complete rubbish. Aussie dollar. I mean, we're below the line now. Could come back down here. Look, 200 daily moving average. Could come and touch that. We've got momentum dropping. We're still in the red. We're sort of getting. We've had a bit of a flat episode here on the red impressions, but we could well extend. So I'm saying Aussie probably coming down versus the dollar. Dollar versus the Swiss. Swiss has been strong for a while, so probably going down. Euro versus the yen. The euro is miles stronger than the yen, so euro will come back up versus the yen. Notice the yen has been strong the last couple of days, almost exactly since I started posting videos saying how the yen was. It started to pick up, so there you go. Maybe it's time to buy the yen. Who knows? Here we go. Pound versus the yen. The pound's been shooting up versus the yen like crazy. We tried to come lower than my line here the other day, but the line was obeyed. In particular, look at this. I'm always inclined, whenever I see stuff like this, where it sort of ignores it and then obeys it, and then ignores it and then obeys it, and then obeys it and then ignores it. I always want to buy when I see it flirting with the line, but then this would have scared the shit out of me. I mean, make no mistake, I would not buy it there, but I would want to buy it there. Aussie yen. Let's see, who's weaker, the Aussie or the yen? The Aussie has been coming up versus the yen pretty consistently. This is the daily chart. I'm not going to flick through the 1 hour and the 4 hour shit anymore because I just can't be arsed now. I've been chatting for too long already. My brain's starting to melt. I've started making these videos because I've realised that if I stand here and like talk to myself as if I'm making a video, I don't lose my money. I just don't do it because I'll think about taking a position. I'll talk through it out loud. And then I'll go, oh, this is fucking stupid, and I won't do it, and then I won't lose my money. But if I talk through it, and I still decide that it's a good thing to do, then I will make money. Funny how that works, isn't it? When you think about stuff, you don't make such a mess of it. Swiss versus the yen. This is going to blast off. It's going to continue its blast off. Look at this on the monthly chart. Wadoosh. Swiss looking very strong versus the yen, the Swiss franc. So, yes. Never a bad time to buy that, particularly with the yen having a couple of strong days. Look at this. This might be a play for next week. Long on the Swiss franc versus the yen. We'll have to see how the Swiss franc looks because it did have a bad day yesterday. Euro versus the pound. God, I've lost some money trading this one. I stay away from it now. So yeah, maybe the less said about that, the better. Having said that, we are in the interior shuffling zone that I've drawn. So it could go down, it could go up. Right now we are below the 200 daily moving average. Euro, Aussie. Let's see what's happening here. We're below the 200 moving average. Looks like we're going to come up and touch it. And then Euro could come back down versus the Aussie. Is the Aussie looking like it's set for any strength? We are above the 200 daily moving average. We are above the 4 hour moving average, whatever you would call that. Got to come up with a catchy name for that. Right, Euro Swiss coming down. Swiss franc in general very strong. Pound versus the Aussie. I wonder why the Swiss franc is so strong. Is it because like everyone there is rich, or that they actually have? I think don't they have a high rate of tax in Switzerland? Let's see. Right, let's have a look at this then. Personal income tax rates. Bloody hell, it's not bad, is it? Married taxpayers and single... Geneva cantonal tax. What the f does that mean? Cantonal. I've never heard that word in my life. Oh, fucking hell, this is a waste of time. Right, come on. Let's get back to it. The Swiss franc is strong for some reason, and the Aussie is wobbling. Coming down there versus the Swiss. Right, that's the Forex roundup. Didn't draw many lines there, did I? Hooray for me. Gold. Right, let's have a look through the daily charts and see what tale is told. Gold coming up versus the dollar. Gold coming up versus the euro. Gold coming up versus the yen. Gold. Look at the fucking lines on this one. I do want to keep those there actually because they look at this line being obeyed. I'm worried that this line will be obeyed because we are getting quite close to it, and I want to buy some more actual gold before we hit it, ideally. Because make no mistake, by the time I'm an old man, I'm in my early 30s. I don't actually know how old I am. I think I'm 32. I might be 33. I think I'm 32. By the time I'm an old man, this isn't going to be at 1606. You know, it's going to be at bloody hell. I mean, for an ounce of gold. How much has it come since I started working? Right, let's have a look. Does it say on here? No. Oh, we've got to do another Google search. Crikey. Right, here we go. Gold. Price of gold in pounds in Pakistan. No. Historic. Oh, let's go all time. All time. Price of gold. Historical gold price chart from gold.org. These lot won't have any ulterior motives, will they? Let's go max. Right, here we go. So the price of gold in pounds. When I started working, which was roughly in 2009, the price of gold, it's showing it in USD though. I would rather it be in pounds just so I can get rid of the USD. I'm not bothered about that for the sake of this. Right, look at this. So I started working around here when we were fully in like panic recession mode. The price of gold for an ounce was 575 quid. Oh, it's like painful. I didn't know anything about gold back then. My mum always used to say to me like, "Oh, we were going to buy some gold in the 90s. Look at the price of gold in the 90s. For an ounce, it's like 200 quid." But then she would always say, "Oh, we're going to buy gold in the 90s, but there's no point now. It won't go higher than this." And then look where we are now. So yeah, this trend I'm pretty confident will continue because the Bank of England and central banks around the world will continue to print money, and that means the price of gold will go up and up and up. Remember, the value of gold will not go up. The only way for the value of gold to be affected is for all of a sudden everyone to start mining like S tons of gold and minting it all into coins so that there's more supply of gold. But even so, there will be a finite supply of gold on Earth, of course, until we start mining asteroids. So I really don't see anybody go into that effort to try and control the price of gold. The price of gold at the moment is manipulated down by who knows who. It should be way higher than this. I mean, if you look at the oh, let's not start rambling about gold. Come on, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Basically, gold good, everything else bad. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, actually it is on topic because I just wanted to give some context of why I look at all these gold prices in the various different currencies when usually people are only concerned about gold versus the dollar. Look at this. Since 2020, Swiss franc hasn't really lost much ground versus gold. Obviously, in Switzerland, they must have all these massive gold vaults. It's all the Nazi gold, isn't it, in Switzerland? If I just made that up, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. So they've still all got that fucking gold, and it's never going anywhere. So they could actually have a proper currency there, perhaps, if they've still got it. Maybe they could confiscate it. Who knows? I'm just spitballing. I don't know. Palladium versus the US dollar. Look at that. Strong bounce off the line there. Obeying the line nicely. I don't know what palladium's actually used for. I just saw it and thought, oh, I'll just go for that. Can you buy palladium bullion coins? You can certainly buy platinum bullion coins here in the UK. And I believe they are capital gains tax free because I believe they are legal tender with having the picture of the monarch on them. That could also be. Anytime I say anything like that, you've got to Google for yourself because I talk so much. Right, yes, gold coming up versus everything. Having looked through everything, did anything jump out at me? No, not really. Not really. Probably going to be some more positions on the yen next week. There was something against the yen that I liked, wasn't there? Was it euro against the yen, perhaps? Coming down, the Swiss against the yen. Yeah, I think it was this one that I said to watch out for, right? We need it to turn around first, though. There's no good buying it while the yen is still looking strong. So yeah, I think for next week, everybody, we've got to look for a turnaround in the fortunes of the yen. It has been strong, but historically, and when I say historically, I mean like recently. Well, always. It's a weak currency, right? Let's draw a bloody line on here. Let's have one final line. Let's draw a line. We'll go from this low here if I can manage it. It drives me nuts, these charts, to there. Let's just sort that out, do that a bit better. Looks like there was a gap down there for some reason. Right, how's that looking? Oh, so we have broken below that line, not obeying the line. We are below the 10-minute moving average there. Let's see if this is this going to be worth us? Is this going to be worth us trading? Could come down a bit more. We're well north of the 200 daily moving average here in the Swiss versus the yen. We're well north of the 4-hour 200 moving average. Got to give that a better name. And we are sort of heading. We've been waving around here in positive momentum zone, but we are now looking to come down perhaps. So maybe the Swiss franc versus the yen is not the one to go for. Euro has been looking much stronger lately, and as you can see here, whoa, that's come below that line as well. So I don't think I'm going to recommend any trades at the moment this week. Not that I would ever recommend you trade anyway. Just like you know, if you want to follow my trades at your peril. So this has been sort of a worthless video. I've not come to any conclusion at the end of it, but I think that's good. It always sort of bugs me when I mean, I don't watch anything anymore, but when I used to watch people and they'd be like, yep, looks like this is going to happen, and then next week it's like it didn't happen and they don't mention it. Right, oh, I wanted to have a quick look through the economic news. Just because we can. So obviously US equities closed tomorrow for MLK Day. Blah, blah, blah. Machine tool orders in Japan, very important. No, just kidding. Wholesale orders, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about any of this stuff. As I said earlier, or as I alluded to earlier, I don't understand how this matters. Like, because all these countries use the euro, right? So, who knows? Manufacturing sales. Oh, do you remember like a few months ago, like Spanish inflation came in hot and like the euro went crazy, didn't it? I just made that up. When was it? Let's see. Let's have a look at the let's just have a look at the euro index. I'm sure it would have figured on here. When was it? Was it here? Oh no, that's only January 24. Crikey. Let's have a look on the daily chart. Oh, I don't think I know when it was. Maybe it wasn't the euro that went crazy. Maybe it was the IBEX. I don't know. It's not like it's inconsequential. I mean, as I said, I just don't really understand it, so I tend to ignore things that I don't understand. Always useful to know when those things are happening, though. Just so you don't get fucked. Just so you don't get your face ripped off. Tuesday, average earnings. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, people are still going to be demanding pay rises for a while here because inflation is so much higher than seems to be reported. I mean, everything I buy is, you know, it's considerably more expensive than it was pre-pandemic. Like, really considerably more. More than just like a few percent, you know. You can't palm people off with a 5% pay rise when their bills have gone up by like 25%. I'm not saying, I mean, that's not accurate, you know, 25% is hyperbole, but you know what I mean. Employment rate, they think it's going to come up. I mean, there are tons of homeless people here in my city, so we'll see. Blah, blah, blah. We've got CPI here. Is this Italy or is this Hungary? How do I find that out? Save image. I don't want to do that. Oh, it is Italy. That's good stuff. Is it Hungary that looks like Italy? Can't remember. 3-month Letras auction. Is Letras what the Spanish call their bonds? 10-year Treasury gilt auction, blah blah blah. Canadian inflation coming in on Tuesday. That might be something to look forward to because there's not too much else happening. Wednesday, we get inflation in the UK. Prior was 5.1, forecast is 4.9. My personal opinion is that inflation has come up. In my experience, month on month, it's a lot more than 0.2%, man. We've had a few. My main expenses are like chicken and coffee, and both of those have gone up. So I can only assume that the rest of the market has gone up as well. The rest of the, when I say the market, I mean, I mean the supermarket. Laughing like a dog. All right, mortgage rates in the States. Mortgage rates in the States, that's on Wednesday as well. So, lots of fun on Wednesday. Might do maybe we could do a live stream on Wednesday. I don't think I could ever get into live streams because I don't trade at a particular time. I just sort of have a click around here and there, see what's happening, see if I can see like the wrong price. I see, everyone's always talks about trading strategies and blah, blah, blah. What's happening here? Wait, I'm just scrolling around. Bond auction. Everyone talks about trading strategies, and I just, I don't do it that way. I just don't do it that way. If I try and have a trading strategy, that's when I lose money. What I care about is it risk on or risk off? And then if it's like really clear, then you wait until, like here, you would have to say Spain. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong bloody screen. Let's go back to that one then. Let's have a look at this. Spain went up 0.71. Let's have a look at it. See, I just wouldn't look at that and think that's a risk on day. I just wouldn't. Well, like, where would you enter here? Maybe you'd enter like here, but then it's the end of the day, end of the trading day anyway. So I don't tend to trade indices. So I am interested to see whether it's a risk on or risk off, so we can see where the money's going. Is it going into indices, or is it more likely going into bonds? I don't trade bonds, don't understand bonds, but I do understand that that's basically how it works. These big firms have tons of money, they'll put it into indices, or if the indices are going to they'll put it into bonds. Currencies, this is just like where the fun is, right? That's why we're called Forex Universe, because these things can go all sorts of ways for all sorts of reasons. The yen was strong last week. I have to give it to the yen. Hats off to the yen. It was strong last week. This is really what I look at, because although the currencies didn't really move much yesterday, what you did see was the value of the currencies dropping versus gold, like across the board. Can't remember why I started that sentence, but there you go. Let's just put a full stop now. Thursday, Friday, what we got? PPI in Germany. Forecast to be coming down for the producer price index. I would expect PPIs to start going up before long because of all that in the Red Sea. So we'll see. I mean, it is going to have a knock-on effect, and we know what the knock-on effect is going to be. They're just going to start trying to like shake people down again, just like they did during the pandemic. Retail sales in the UK coming down. I mean, as far I work in the city sometimes, and certainly here, I don't live in London, but in my city, it's not as busy as it usually is. There's so much closed stuff here. It's just all restaurants now here. It's just all like restaurants that I don't want to go to because it's fucking expensive to eat in restaurants all the time. I might go to a restaurant like once every 3 months or something. Because, I can make chicken nuggets at home, man. I can make chicken nuggets at home. Friday, we got home sales in the States. And boom, that'll be the week. So I think Wednesday is the day to watch out for, isn't it? Wednesday, we've got this data. Get up early. If you live in the United States, maybe just don't even go to bed. So you can trade the inflation rate in the UK. PPI, we've got a core inflation rate, and this is set by the Bank of England, isn't it? Or is it the CPI? Because we've got PPI here. No, it's the inflation rate. It's not the base rate, is it? No, you see, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I look at all these different economic calendars. They all say slightly different stuff on them. Let's have a look at this one. What's this one calling it? Oh, what did I do? What did I do? So Wednesday. See, it's not even listed on here. Wednesday, January the 10th. It's not even listed on there. Am I on the wrong fucking week? January the... Oh, that was... Oh my god, I'm such a fucking dumbass. That's this week, right? We want next week. No. Oh, might be time for a nap soon. Right, Wednesday. Here we go. PPI. Yeah, it is the fucking CPI. I knew it. Why isn't it called the CPI on the other one then? We've got CPI and the PPI on the same day. Exciting times. And then later on in the afternoon, we've got retail sales in the States. So, yeah, that's the day to be on your computers, tippy-tapping away. I think it's going to be cold next week, isn't it? So, well, it is here anyway. So that'll be fun. Looking all wintry outside, might get a bit of frost. Go for a walk in the frost. If you don't fancy trading. Right, cool. So, in summary, what are we saying? Indices. I think broadly, my opinion was that they are going to go up still. Currencies. Will the yen continue its good run as of late? I think once we get towards this line, I think the line will be obeyed and we will see the yen come down. And when that happens, oh, what should we go for? Look at this, the euro also at its line. Will it obey the line? If we get a convergence of line obeying, with the euro obeying its line and going higher, with the yen obeying its line and going lower, then we could see euro versus yen. Look at this, another bloody line to obey. We could see this RID go up. Look at this lately. I mean, it has been high. So maybe I retract my earlier statement of there's going to be nothing good to look out for. I think we've got to be looking out for euro long versus the yen. But as ever, that is not financial advice. Copy my trades at your peril. Is there anything else to say? I don't think so. Right, happy trading, everyone. And good luck next week. US equities closed on Monday. Don't lose your shirts.